this. There we go. Glad that's over with. Just doctor recommendations. You're dead. I don't really care what you do. Alright. Last appointment for today, right? Good. Oh, it's another entry exam for a new arrival. I hate those ones. They're always so depressed. Oh no, I'm dead. What am I gonna do? Well, you're dead. Like, you're stuck here. It's just kind of the way it works. Try explaining that to every Karen who comes through here, though. Well, hopefully this, Patricia Totalis won't be a Karen. Alright, let's see. Karen, oh, not Karen, Patricia. Patricia Totalis. Realm 6. Alright, there we go. Just get this over with, I guess. Alright, you can send the next one. Oh, you're already here. Are you Patricia? No, I didn't think so. Well, I didn't want to assume. I mean, you don't look like a Patricia, but, you know, I've been wrong before. So who are you, and what are you doing here? You're not on my clipboard. Oh, you're a new arrival. Great and unplanned. I love it when I have unplanned patients. Alright. Whatever, it's not your fault. I'm sure you're just as confused as everybody else is around here. Okay, whatever. Well, hi. My name is Dr. It's not important what my name is. I'm a doctor. I'm here to, give you your entry-level examination, I suppose. See, here's the thing. Obviously, you're dead, right? So there are some things that aren't going to work anymore because your body isn't really living. But there are still some things here that, you know, work. Like your sight. You know, you can see me, right? Okay, good. So we do just sort of an overall examination of everything that still works. And then if there's anything that doesn't work, we can repair it here. It's actually pretty easy, you know. I mean, even something as much as like, hey, you lost a limb? I can give you a new limb here. I can. And the great thing is about it, you can't feel pain. Also, if I screw up, it's not like you can die again. So whatever. Kind of a win-win, right? Anyway, so I'm just here to be your little wellness angel. Let's just say that. So, I guess we'll start with some preliminary questions, seeing as I don't have your paperwork. But that's fine. It's fine. Not your problem. Also, this is actually a good thing to start with anyway, because I don't know if somebody else told you, but it's very common to experience some sort of memory loss crossing between the two planes. So we'll just jog your memory a little bit, and then you can tell me some stuff, and then we'll just get right to it, okay? All right, good. Now, what's your name? All right. Last name? Yeah, I need your last name. Okay. Fabulous. And, what city or town were you from on the mortal plane? Whisperwind. Spelled how it sounds? Yeah, okay, good. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that one before. Now, what day of the week was it when you passed on? Alright, good. Alright, we do try to keep things like that kind of the same, especially for people who are crossing over. It's just easier to adjust that way. Alright, and now just, you know, for memory's sake, can you tell me what your social security number was? Well, what do you mean, what's a social... Alright, so you must be from one of those more primitive realms. That's fine, that's fine. So you probably... My next question is, do you know who the last president was? No, you don't know that. Well, let me tell you, that's actually... You're kind of looking out on that one. Okay, doesn't know. So do you happen to know what realm you're from, then? No. Okay, so one of the more primitive ones that don't know about realms. What's the, was it a kingdom or an empire or something that you were from? A kingdom. What's the name of the kingdom? Maladia. How do you spell that? Alright. I suppose I'll look that up later. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Okay, cause of death? You don't know. I'm just gonna put sleep. Whatever. I mean, it's pretty common in those primitive realms that there were like undiagnosed problems and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, did you have any sort of pre-existing conditions before you kicked the bucket? You don't think so? That's good. I mean, like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't, but none known. So you probably wouldn't know if you had any sort of allergies or anything either, would you? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Honestly, it doesn't really matter here, because what's going to happen? Are you going to die again? But, you know, it's on my clipboard, so I ask the questions. Whatever. All right. Any medications that you were taking? Medications? Let's see. Maybe it would have been like potions or tinctures or something where you're from, maybe? A sleeping draft. Have trouble sleeping. Interesting. Well, I hate to tell you, but it's probably not going to get any better here. There are people who even didn't have trouble sleeping that now do here. I mean, it's just kind of a weird thing. Like, we don't necessarily need to sleep or like need to eat, you know, those kind of like normal things. But some people still like to. I mean, I like a good nap now and then, you know what I'm saying? All right. Whatever, we'll fill the rest of this out later. Maybe. I don't really care. Whatever. Alright, that will do for now. Alright, let's listen to that ticker, shall we? Nah, I'm just kidding. Your heart's not beating anymore. You're dead. Sorry, this whole thing is just sort of a prank that I pull on the new recruits, I know. Oh, you're still kind of having a hard time with it, aren't you? Alright, let me just, there. It's gonna be okay. Trust me. Now, I know there's gonna sort of be a period of adjustment or whatever, but trust me, it's actually not that bad down here. Like I said, you don't need to eat, you don't need to sleep. Obviously, you can't die again. You're not gonna, like, catch any new diseases or anything like that, so it's actually a pretty sweet deal. You can do pretty much whatever you want, as long as you don't make any of the demons angry. So, I think you'll get used to it pretty quick. But, for now, we'll take it slow, alright? Alright. But I do want to just, give you sort of a full examination so we know if we need to fix anything that needs to be fixed, alright? Okay. Now, we're going to start with just sort of testing some of your senses, I suppose, just to make sure that you still have, like, hearing and sight and, feel, all that kind of stuff is still working A-okay, alright? And then we'll go on from there. And actually, this is a great time that if you are unhappy with anything about, your physical body, you can put in a request for pretty much anything you want, New arms, a new torso, if you want to be taller, if you want to be shorter, if you want to be whatever, if you want a new nose, like, we can do all of that. And it's actually pretty cheap because we don't need like the anesthetics and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, I just go ahead and hack off your limbs and whatever. Like, you're not gonna die and you're not gonna bleed out because you're dead. Anyway, so you start thinking about that. If you want anything like that, we can put in a request if it's something a little more complicated, or if it's not, we can just take care of it right now. Anyway, but let's get the easy stuff out of the way first, huh? Alright. Still wear gloves. I don't know why. Not like you're gonna catch an infection or anything, but, old habits die hard, I guess. Alrighty. There we are. Alright. So first up, I want to just kind of feel around your face a little bit, if that's okay. Just make sure that none of those, facial structure bones got smushed in the crossing over from one plane to another. It doesn't happen very often, but it can sort of happen. And every once in a while, you start to see your face sort of sag like this, and you're like, what's going on? Anyway, we'll just check all that and make sure first, okay? All right. Just hold nice and still for me. Just gonna check those pretty little cheekbones are still intact. That's good. And your nose. Doesn't feel like there's any sort of breakage in there. Cranium. It feels alright. Good. I'm gonna just check your jaw down here a little bit too. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna feel down your neck a little bit too, if that's alright. Okay, good. Make sure that esophagus and whatever else is there, I don't really. Whatever. No, I am a doctor, I promise. I guess I haven't been a doctor for very long. The qualifications down here are a little bit more lax, seeing as I can't actually kill anybody, like I was saying. But it's fine. I know what I'm doing. Whatever, it's fine. You look like you're actually pretty decently in shape. There are some people who come down here that died particularly unpleasantly. Check those collarbones. Yeah, that feels good too. They definitely need quite a lot of reconstruction to have a normal life down here. But you look like you're actually doing okay. Alright, looks like all of your bones are looking okay. Can you flap those arms for me a little bit? Alright, good. And your legs and your knees and everything working? Good. Alright, you look just fine. Good. Let's check your eyes. Yeah, let's do some eyes, huh? It's always an important thing, I mean, obviously you can see me mostly, but just good to make sure that everything's okay. Alright, how does this thing work again? Ow, like that. Okay. Alright, like that'll wake you up. Okay, now you just hold real still, okay? You watch my light. At first it's gonna be real bright. Ready? Boop. Okay, good, thanks. Just do that again. Okay. Good. Oh, that's looking good. Okay. Seems some good reactions in the pupils there. That's important. Alright, now could you look up for me? Yeah, just look right on up there. Good. Alright. Keep looking up for me. Okay, good. Now could you look that way, over here for me? Thank you. Excellent. All right, now look over here for me. I'm sure you probably saw that coming. All right, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now, just for a second here, I'm going to turn this on. I want you to follow that light, okay? Just follow it with your eyes. Oh, don't move your head. Keep your head nice and straight. Just follow the light. Just your eyes. Good. Good. Alright, now, I want you to look at the light. Now look at my nose. Look at the light. Look at my nose. Light. Nose. Same thing over on this side. Look at the light. Okay, now look right here at my nose. Good. Light, nose, 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 nose, light, nose, light, nose, nose. This is my nose. All right, you passed. Okay. I think we are okay there. Have you had any sort of vision problems since coming here? You know, blackouts or dark vision on the side or anything like that? Haven't noticed anything. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Alright. I think your eyes are fine. Alright. Now, I'm going to shine this for just a second. I want you to tell me, look right at my nose here, but tell me when the light shines, okay? Good, alright. I'll try over here. Good. Alright, sounds good. I think you are doing just fine with your vision. Make a note of that here. See, I'm a good doctor. Alright, sounds good. Now, just real quick, I want to take a little peek-see in your ears too, okay? Make sure that nothing over there looks suspicious. Alright, good. You just hold real still. I'm just gonna come over here. Take a little peek-see. Alright. Yeah, looks fine to me. Yeah, okay. Now over on this side. Yeah. Alright, that looks good. Now, have you had any hearing problems since you got here? Alright, good. Now I'm gonna have you close your eyes. Alright? And I'm gonna make a sound close to your ear. You tell me when you hear something and which side you hear it on, okay? Alright. Ready? You can't see me, right? You can't see my hands? Good. Good. Alright, good. Good. Alright. Both. Good job, you passed. Alrighty. I think our hearing looks okay too. Okay, what's next? Oh, yeah, okay. So, next we're going to just test that the feeling, particularly on your face, is okay. Just that all those nerves are still working for you, okay? So I'm going to take my little, where are you? My little instrument here. See this little thing? It's kind of got a poke to it, but it's not like super pokey, it's not like super sharp. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just touch your face very lightly in places. I want you to tell me when you feel it, okay? So I'm going to have you close your eyes again. All right, no peeking. I'm just going to tap this random places in your face. You tell me where you feel it, okay? Okay. All right. No peeking, right? All right. Last time. Great. You passed. Look at this. You're such a pro at being dead. Look at you. Pass with flying colors. All right. Now I'm going to take the other end of my pen here. Well, I mean, it's a pen if you do that, but if you twist it, then it's just this little soft, squishy part, okay? Nice and soft. We're going to do that same thing, but now with a soft item. Sometimes it's a little bit trickier for your nerves to feel, so we're just going to make extra sure that you can Still got your feeling, okay? Alright, so close those eyes. Excellent. Now tell me when you feel my little puff thing. Okay? Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Good. You ready? No problem so far. You ready? Good. Excellent. Look at that. You still got your feeling and everything. Now, pen mode. Alright. Normal. Look at that. You were just breezing through these tests. Not a problem for you. Alright. Now we've got one more. We are going to test out your sense of smell. Okay, got this little vial here. And there's, which one is this? Oh. There's a scent in here that, not the most pleasant, but honestly, you better get used to it because there's a lot of that scent around here. Anyway, so I'm going to hold this under your nose, and you tell me, 1, if you can smell it, and then 2, if you can identify it. Alright? Alright. Alright, here we go. Give that little sniffer a whiff. Okay. You smelled that, huh? Good. And can you tell me what that smell is? You don't know. Well, it's sulfur. Obviously, yeah, it's like... No? Well, you're gonna smell that a lot, so you might as well get used to it. Just saying. Okay. It's like, yeah, pass that one too. Oh, pen. Old sniffer is working. Good. Alright, now, this next part, you passed all the senses, whatever. This next part is something that is not necessarily required, but it is something that I highly suggest for people like you coming from more of the primitive realms, where maybe their medical treatment is not quite as advanced as other places. It's not your fault, it's fine. But I do suggest that we start you on an IV of a liquid called formaldehyde. This will just sort of help your whole body kind of stiffen up, I guess. I mean, that's why they call them stiffs, right? This is, basically, it's an embalming mixture that we do in quite a few realms to just help preserve the body, So now that you're here, your body isn't going to start, decomposing or rotting, really. But sometimes it can just get a little bit shaggy. This can help that, just to kind of firm everything up that should be firm. You know what I'm saying? So if you'd like, obviously something like this would be very, very detrimental to a living person because it is quite poisonous. But like I said, you're dead. It can actually help you quite a lot. So what do you say? You want to start an IV of this? No. Alright, well, if you're okay being saggy McSaggy pants, I guess that's up to you. Alright, so, I don't see anything on you, but you tell me, is there any sort of, wounds or gashing sores that might need to be addressed? Because your body's not necessarily going to heal in the same way, so I've got plenty of stuff here. I've got some gauze for the patients who may have been burned alive. Or some big old bandages, in case you got a gun wound or something. Some tape, in case you need to be taped back together. Do you have anything like that needs some addressing? No, you're right, it's right. Alright, good. Now, did you give any thought to my modifications suggestion? Like I said, I can do pretty much anything, want to be taller, you want to be thinner, you want to be like more muscular, you want different color hair, you want different eyes. I can just pop those suckers out and put something else in you. So what do you think? I have a skull here. This is actually from a dude who was super obsessed with aliens. And so when he got here and he learned that he could be anything that he wanted, he decided that he wanted a cone head. Like actually one of those like elongated skulls, you know, like from like crystal skull kind of stuff. Weird if you ask me, but I was like, sure. I mean, I can slice your head open and take out your skull and put in another one. Like, you're not gonna die. So we did it, and it was actually quite successful. Yeah. Kind of got me in trouble because I didn't check with my superiors before doing that one. But I was like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? He's dead. Like, have I said that enough? He's dead. Anyway, whatever. So, did you think about something that you maybe wanted to get done today? Nothing. Are you sure? I mean, it's real easy. And like I said, you're dead so you don't feel pain. I can just hack off anything that you don't like about yourself. Alright, well, suit yourself. I mean, you can come back here at any time if you, change your mind, but it's definitely going to be more expensive. There's sort of a bonus price for those who first, just got here. I think it's something that's actually supposed to kind of help you manage the transition a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So you're not like, oh no, I'm dead. You can, actually know some of the better stuff that happens. So, if you change your mind, it's going to be more expensive. Alright, it's up to you. I guess look me up if you do change your mind, because I love doing that kind of stuff. Alright, well, pretty sure that we, check that. Yeah. According to my medical recommendation, you are fit for life, afterlife, whatever you want to call it. So, let me just sign that baby then. Such a freaking long name. Whatever. So, I think that about covers it. Oh, you're still looking a little under the weather about this whole being dead thing. Trust me, it's pretty nice being in the land of the no longer living. Really, it's gonna be okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot, actually. I think I've got one of these around here. Yeah, this was supposed to be for Patricia, but I guess, you're a new arrival, too. I have for you this wonderful little pamphlet here called The Handbook for the Recently Deceased. That's you. You're dead. Isn't that great? Anyway, I have this nice little picture here of this couple who's just having such a great time in the astral plane. Anyway, so this is going to be your little guide. It'll tell you all about the astral plane, how things work, different jobs and different places you can live, all that great stuff. These actually used to be a lot bigger. They used to be like a big old book you had to kind of sift through to find the information that you wanted. It was super overwhelming and actually not written very well. It was hard to understand. So, after some very loud complaints from some recently deceased, we decided to sort of revamp the whole thing. So, now we give it to you in little bite-sized nugget pieces here. So, this is your introductory packet. And then if there's something in here, one of the topics that you get an overview on that you would like more information on, you can stop by the receptionist in the Court of the Undead, and they have some supplemental packages for whatever else it is that you might need. Anyway, so that's yours. Happy reading with that. Yeah, otherwise I think that's pretty much all I got for you. A map? Oh, like a map of the astral plane. I don't see a map in here. I mean, there's a few little diagrams here and there of the different cities that are on like this side of the astral plane. Do you kind of know how the whole astral plane thing works? Alright, well, I'll give you just kind of an overview. Basically, the astral plane, it's split up into different realms too, but the realms don't necessarily coincide with the realms on the mortal plane. It's kind of confusing, but y'all just kind of get thrown wherever. So you are in this specific realm. It's realm 26 of the astral plane, just in case you were wondering, in case you ever like need a pop quiz or something. Realm 26, that's where you are. Now, every realm within the astral plane is set up exactly the same, though. Basically, there's the side for the undead, and then there's the side for the demons. So, you are obviously on the side for the undead, and this is where we live. Now, our societies, they actually run pretty similarly to what you might experience in the mortal plane. We try to keep things, you know, pretty chill, pretty laid back. It's actually a pretty nice place. Now, the land of the demons, that's kind of a different story. Obviously, that's where the demons live, and that's where all of those not-so-nice places are in the afterlife, you know, places like Mount Sorrow and the Forest of Torment and the Pit of Despair, all that kind of stuff. That's in demon territory. But don't you worry, if you were supposed to go there, you would have ended up there already. So the fact that you're on this side, not a problem. You are never, ever, ever gonna have to go to that demon side. So I think there's some, you know, information about the undead side in here, but, you know, yeah, that's all you should really need. You want a map of the demon side? I'm gonna assume that's just out of curiosity. I don't see one in here, man. You know what? Maybe you could stop by the gift shop or whatever on your way out of the court. I'm sure that there's a gift shop here or something, and maybe they would have some more information. What do you mean, what's a gift shop? You know, like the place where you go to a, like, fancy place and you gotta buy some memorabilia to prove to everybody that you went there, and there's all those, like, rinky-dink little knickknacks. I bet you get a t-shirt, you know. I went to the court of the undead and all I got was a stupid shirt. I'm sure you could find something like that there if you were interested. Or a map. They would maybe have a map. I don't know. I mean, you might need to actually talk to a demon to get a map of, like, the demon side. But, unless you need to go there, I would just suggest don't even worry about it, alright? The whole demon side of things, it's just rather unpleasant, so just stay in the undead. You know, there's plenty of cities around here. You're in the Gray City right now. There's a couple other ones out there, too, that you can travel to if you'd like to. There's the Fields of Asphodel. There's a Forest of Murmurs, which is kind of nice for the more, like, adventurous types, you know. Lots of different places you can go and enjoy on this side of the plane. Okay? Okay, good. Well, do you have any more questions for me right off the bat? Please say no. Okay, great. Well, I am glad to report that you are medically okay for now. I mean, you know, like whatever, like you're dead, but everything else seems to be working just fine, so that's pretty good. My work here is done. Now, if you don't mind, I believe it is happy hour soon at the Wayward Souls Inn and Lounge. So I'm gonna go over there and get myself a little drink. You can join me if you'd like, you know. Actually, you should probably, you know, stop and see the receptionist and just say, like, hey, I went through all my stuff. So, you know, oh, hold on, I always forget this part. Here is your clean bill of health, alrighty? There you go. You just bring that up to the receptionist and then she can point you in whatever direction you want. Okay? Alright, sounds good. Well, good to see ya. Like I said, if you ever want any of those modifications, you stop by and we'll cut you up. You okay? Alright, well, welcome to the land of the no longer living. Enjoy your stay.